I guess I've been falling down on a job. I didn't get a video until today. Oh well, that's the way it goes. I've been working to straighten some of the stuff out on this. I'm gonna take the paint stand thing off of this to see where we are on weight, but I painted the canopy and I'm letting it dry. It's got quite a bit of flashing on it, so I don't want to aggravate it yet. And there are some spots that I'm going to need to touch up, just nature of the beast. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's take that. This thing is just too damn heavy with that piece of steel in the nose. I want to see how much weight I've added so far. I mean, I haven't added a ton, but you know, when I get to a certain weight, I'm going to quit painting. Good morning, Marcel. We got to leave 2 ounces for clear yet. So it's basically just all I got left to do on the dark blue is the stabilizer, and then these stripes or the scallops like this on this side. Let me change camera angles. I got the stripes on the other side to do like this. And then we can go to the lettering, the magenta, or the magenta color. We'll see. We'll see how much this puppy weighs. Let's take this apart first and see where we're at. And if you don't think I can just stop painting, you'd be sorely mistaken. You can ask John on that. I will just stop. Well, we better get some new screws for this. You know, these straight slot screws, I have no idea why they invented straight slot screws. They are terrible. Absolutely terrible. Phillips or Torx or Hex. Hex is the best option out of the bunch. At least we'll get to see what it weighs, how much I've added. I was looking on Stunhanger, and some guy's asking about who is VIPER. Well, VIPER is not VIPER, it's Sparky on Stunhanger. But I'm glad to see some of the people at my videos are helping. I really thanks for all the kind words. I don't know about being the guru around the world as far as model building goes, but get in there. There we go. Get tired of moving around with that 2-pound piece of iron in the nose. Okay, much better. Now don't worry about all this flashing. We'll get it off when it dries. The paint's on quite thick there. That's why the flashing is so heavy. Just have to ask it to come off. And for those who did see or didn't see, I went to the Sherwin-Williams yesterday, and I got them to mix me magenta. It was quite the ordeal to get them to do it. They didn't mix the dope for me. They just mixed the pigment, and I came home and mixed the pigment into a quart of dope. What do we got going on here? I see a couple spots that I'm going to have to sand and get out. I don't know whether I want to put clear on it first or what, harden it up. And I'm trying to make this paint job a cut above. Hey, Gary. I just want to get a weight on it, see what it weighs. This was a little tape. I had a erasure spot there I needed to do. I'm going to be sanding all this again before clear, so I need to kind of go around it and doctor any of the spots that I need to before clear, because then we'll sand it, which would be an inner coat clear. And I was going to do the pearl, but I've decided against it because I'd never be able to repair it with pearl on it. So I have a quart of pearl white or pearl clear. And a quart of magenta and a custom magenta and a quart of custom green. We might have some magenta canopies in the future. This is the green canopy is kind of an ode to Bob Brookins. I didn't know his health was bad. Of course, nobody says nothing about anything anyway. Who's gonna, complain? I think he's been gone about a year or so now. Okay, now we got tape on the rudder. So that adds a little weight. I got tape up there, but that adds a little weight. So it's about equals out for paint. So it should be about right. Well, I probably don't really want to do this. I mean, it's overweight already. Paint weighs that much. It's feeling the beef. I can feel it picking up weight. Don't feel like before I started painting. Please be low. That's grammages. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Gonna come out. Shit. I got a half an ounce to get all this trim on with. Let's see. let's see. Let's say that it weighed, if I finish it out at 33, what would it weigh then? 33. Yeah, it's going to be 52 ounces, 51 or 52 ounces. I just can't make that under 50. As it sits here, it's 30 ounces. And and probably a half ounce more paint to go on it, so we'll say it's 30 and a half ounces, so it'll be 31, and 2 ounces for cleared be 33, plus 17 and the third, or 17 and a half of hardware, tank, wheels. I need to get all that shit put in a box and see what it weighs. I mean, it's no heavyweight, but I didn't make my goal again. So I thought I'd leave it up for debate. Should I put the magenta pinstripes on it? It won't be much. It'll be one or two stripes and maybe the leading edge right here, in magenta. I know the lettering's going to be magenta and gold leaf, magenta, gold leaf, and black, but I just looked up these U codes on this pigments that they sold me. The U7283 Brilliant Red is $549 a quart. The U782 White is $700 a quart, not a gallon, a quart. And the low stress yellow was cheap. It was $249 a quart. And the red, all these others were under the $300 a quart. But what they sold me was this. What came in this can was this much pigment for 35 bucks, just enough to make this quart of dough. And it's exact match. I mean, it is. Let's see, I had a card here. I mean, it's so close. There it is. As a matter of fact, I like theirs better. The pink here is this. The pink here is this, and the one that they mixed me is that. It's a shade redder than this, which is better. So that'll be the colors on it. You're probably going to get some silver on it somewhere. So it will be, for colors, will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it will have a gold of 7. This thing will have 8 colors on it. Yep, 8 colors. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm carding off the nibs. I'll get out the steel wool here and see how this works. Lightly. Oh yeah, that's better. I don't want to do that because I just painted that today. I'll wait till tomorrow to card the canopy off. But this airplane's going to get the full Monty. It's all the tricks I know. That's nice. So this is why I haven't been on. I mean, it's just tinkering now. I guess I could paint that while we're online, but got to be damn careful about this tape. Even though it says I pressed it down, it does bleed under. And it's because there's, valleys between these rib bays. So let's go ahead and tape that off, I guess, and paint it. I can paint it right here. If I could Scotch-Brite this, it'd come up a lot easier. Oh, shit. I just can't help myself. I gotta fix what I got here. Yep, I got that. So I guess the blues work, huh? We need to unmask that too while we're at it. There's just so much to do. It's unbelievable. Gary the artist seems to like monochromatic. We may need another color blue in this thing. I don't know. 30 ounces. That's, we're on the outer edge. Of course, I do remember a day when I was monkeying with pH. Well, I can make it to 40 ounces. Then it'll only be 65. But we don't want to do that. And John, if you're watching, I just remembered that guy's name. Let me text it to you. What do you think about the maroon or the magenta? Guy's name. The That's pretty bad. It only took 4 hours and a nap to remember somebody's name. That is bad. And old timers gets to you. onto the second roll of foil here. I'll probably go through this roll and another roll by the time I get everything finished. The only bad thing about, I really want a super nice finish on this, but the only bad thing is I also want it light. So what's the priority, light or super nice finish? That's the catch-22. And that's a bad one. I get this taped off. It'll go up real quick, about 5 minutes, not even 5. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Time for another roll of tape to come out. So this is the 4th roll. Not to load up on a shine. Well, the problem is I'm gonna sand and detail some of the spots that I missed that Wendy finds in silver, which I would have found in silver, but the problem is the more you find in paint, that paint is so damn heavy. I cannot express how heavy paint is. It's just unbelievably heavy. All the trim I put on is 1.5 ounces. And I've been putting it on with an airbrush. So you tell me, how heavy is the paint? It's heavy. We're at let's see, we're at a 6.5 ounce finish so far. Started at 24, at 30, we're at 30.5. That's to this point, and we're going to add 2 more ounces, so it'll be an 8 ounce finish. So I got to be careful because it could go 8, 10, 12 real quick. And them guys that are putting spray shine on their airplane telling you it only has 1 ounce, full of BS. This is Missouri. You're going to have to show me. Because if you're doing it in an ounce, I want to do it too. Of course, that's why you don't see very many 50-ounce big airplanes at the Nationals. You see 60, 70, and 80-ounce airplanes with the 1-ounce finish on it. Okay, so that's good enough for here. Flip it over and do the bottom. Well, that would be good, except that I don't have the bottom taped off. Shit. Yep. Now, I'm not sure on this calculation, so don't hold me to it. But a gallon of water weighs 7 pounds. So if water weighs 7 pounds, we'll say that paint weighs 7 pounds, just for given, just for a target number. So if you have a real airplane and you put 10 gallons of paint on an airplane, yes, some of it evaporates, but most of it stays, the solids stay. Let's say that you're putting 4 pounds a gallon on, you're putting, 10, that's 40 pounds. If you go through a quart, let's figure that out. I use 1 quart of clear on this. That's what I use, and it starts at 7 pounds. One quart is 7 pounds. You divide that by 4. That's 1.75, 1 3/4 pounds a quart. And let's say that 40% gas is off of that. Minus 1.75. Is that right? Let me see here. It can't be that much. A gallon of paint weighs 7 pounds. I got 3/4 of a gallon over there now, but it's got the can. So 7 pounds. Divide that by 4. That's 1.75 pounds per quart. We'll divide that by 16 ounces. No, let's see. 1.75 divided by 16 comes up 0.109, but that can't be right. Oh, that 1.75 pounds. So 16, let's say 20, that's 25 ounces, 22 ounces, I guess. I'm just doing it in my head because the calculator won't work very well. 22 ounces for a quart. Let's see, power. Come on. we want 1.75 pounds. That's more there. There we go. Mode 322 grams. It's 11 ounces. We'll say 10 ounces. It's oh, that's what it is. It's actually 9 and change, but we'll say 10 ounces for a quart of paint. 5 of that, or half of it gases off. That leaves 5 ounces. That's the quart of clear. Then you got the other stuff. Plus you got the fillets. Plus you got the tissue. I mean, it adds up quick. And nothing you can do about it. Yep. Yep. 80% is behind the center of gravity. Can't believe I don't have this taped up. I'm already working on taping this other thing. Yeah, they heavy airplanes tend to get tail heavy real quick. Get tail heavy real quick. I still have to do my Inkscape drawing for my letters. I'm thinking about hand drawing the letters and then scanning them into the computer and then pulling them into Inkscape to manipulate them. I showed John what I want to do with the magenta. Well, I guess I've been in the dark about some stuff about the Senate. I didn't know Roger Ailes was behind Mitch McConnell. But Ailes is out of the picture now, so that explains why the dismay against 45. Pretty shady. Our country is pretty shady. Come on, there they are. Lots of taping on this model, that's for sure. I'm reminded why I don't normally do these complicated paint jobs like this. Too much room for screw ups. Yeah, it's hard to believe that this is our best and brightest. Bunch of retards. Let's see, we don't need to go all the way down there because I'm not painting all the way down there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, they shouldn't arrive in limousines. They ought to arrive to their meetings in a Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey clown car. Wonder whatever happened to Shug Emery. He just kind of fell off the planet. He was the guy who lived the kid's dream. Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus clown. I guess stunt got too hard. Dookie dookie. Had to break out my new roll of blue fine line too today. So I used up all 5 of the partial rolls. It's a good thing I ordered another full roll, but I should be able to make it with that. Time for as soon as we get this half-ass in color, be time for another shop clean out, dump out. So we got to start right here. Get my baked potato wrapped up here. Let's get another roll of tape. Shit. 5 rolls. 5 rolls of tape plus, I'd say I had to parcel. I'd say 2 rolls of fine line. So 5 rolls is $25 in yellow tape. I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but there was a guy at the paint store while they were mixing up my pigment. I was standing at the counter, and he was, he wasn't a pro painter or nothing. He asked me, he said, "Do you paint?" I said, "Yeah, I paint." He said, "Well, I got this little Sportster tank I need painted, and I just came in to see what I'm going to need." I said, "Well, you can figure spending at least $300." He said, $300. I said, "Yeah, that's the way it is. I just want to paint it black." I said, "I don't care. The primer's $70 for a quart." I mean, I just went around and was pointing this stuff. He said, "Well, that's what you're going to need right there. And that's what it costs. It ain't my price. It's their price." He said, "Isn't there a cheaper way?" I said, "Yeah, you could rattle can it, I suppose, and then cover it with a good urethane." And I told the lady, when she came back from mixing my paint, I said, "I think I cost you guys a customer." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, the guy was in here wanting to paint this mini bike tank, and it wasn't even a real Sportster tank. It was a miniature Sportster tank about yay long. I told him exactly what it was going to cost, and he said, 'No, thank you,' and out the door he went. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, though. The days of the $25 paint job are gone. Yeah, I want to do something like neon lettering. Gonna have gold leaf. Maybe not. Maybe I'll like the just the black and the magenta together, and not the gold leaf. Yep, 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 John. That's it. I only It only took 4 hours and a nap to figure it out, but that CRS is really kicking in. This is the last bit of dark blue, top and bottom of this wing, and we're done with the dark blue. Well, no, I got the stabilizer to do. We're almost done painting, John. You joined us a little late. I gave the weight on this. I'm already at my 6-ounce finish. It's 30.5 ounces as is. Of course, we had tape and stuff on it. And I don't have any paint on this per se. We can only hope that I made a miscalculation to be 30 ounces when I get the paint on it. But we're almost done painting, I can tell you that right now. Paint is heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Well, I guess it'll be all right. Nope. Yeah, I can remember Earl Scheib. Yeah, this is how this we came from. I came from L.A. When I was in L.A. and my dad was working for Sears. Earl Scheib ran a commercial on the radio. I'll paint any color, any car, any color for 19.95. $19.95. Then it went up to $29.95. I don't know what it is now, probably $600. But boy, you better be the guy taping up your chrome and shit, your windows, because they just put it in the booth and sprayed it. I can remember that voice. We come down Garvey Avenue by the Sears there, Garvey Avenue and 10. Come down the slope onto San Gabriel. And there was that big Earl Scheib sign. I'll paint any car, any color, 19.95. It's weird that I can remember shit like that, and I can't remember a guy's name that I just talked to last night. That's so real. Oh, Pete Day was on the forum or on the chat last night. How you be, Pete Day? Yeah, we're gonna get this here done. That'd be good. Hour to tape, 2 seconds to paint. Shit. I tell you, the biggest shocker somebody passing away to me was Alan Brickhouse, because I just saw him. He seemed all right. I mean, he did breathe heavy, but I don't. He wasn't a smoker. He just was way overweight. Because I used to go down and fly in the schoolyard where he was a teacher. Go down to Paducah, Kentucky, and fly with him in the schoolyard. I got pictures of it around here somewhere. That's back in the sorcerer days. I'm going to build another one of them. After selling that to John Lowry at Fox and then him passing away, I don't know. It's like a bad omen. Okay. We're on our way. We just need to, let me double tape this line here because I have, well, no. Yeah, we'll double tape that. Well, we got 17 watchers. We got a couple of chatters, no super chatters. Come on, guys, help the metrics out. Type in the box. Make sure to give thumbs up. I got to get these metrics up. I notice we're picking up members, subscribers faster. I think we're up to let me see, 200 and, which is not a big deal for some of these channels have thousands. Let's see here. We want to go back to studio. No chat revenue. We got the likes going. Let's see. We're at 4,144 subscribers. That's if I had 41,000 subscribers, we'd be doing good. That's 18 likes. Good. 18 likes. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I understand. Alan Sinner, thank you very much for the super chat. That helps the metrics. Tonight or tomorrow, we're going to get to look at drawings. Boy, that'd be good. Let me post this for Alan. There we go. Well, you guys heard it from the man that we're going to be getting plans maybe tonight or tomorrow for me to look at. Tony sent me another video to look at. So, and all the videos of this build, these airplanes were built 100% online. If you want to know something, just look it up on my videos. Start at the beginning. The nice thing about this set of plans is you're not going to have to do any of the figuring. So you not only get the shapes of everything, you'll get the figuring. I already did the hard work is done for you. Well, that wasn't good. I missed that by a 1/4 inch. That would be a disaster. That would be a disaster. What I'd like to see is, we have a core support group like Steve, Allen. We need to get, if everybody spread it out and just did a little bit, it wouldn't cost nothing. And that's why I got to think of a new model for stun hanger, because I got the same guys donating over and over again, carrying the load, and it ain't fair to them. But they love control line as much as I do, I suppose. I gotta see when that bill's due again. It'll be a monster bill too. I hate it when it comes due. Oh, control line pilot. The colors and paint scheme are shaping up to be my favorite of all the planes that I've watched you build. Beautiful. Thank you. Well, I kind of think because this one here is not painted to be an airplane. I mean, it is, but it's more like a sign. So I gotta get the inner coat clear on it so I can do panel lines yet. That won't come till next week though. Inner coat clear, one coat. There's a half ounce. Panel lines don't weigh nothing, and then three or four coats of clear. This will be an 8-ounce finish. That's the way it goes. We're already at 6. But you got to remember, that does include the paper and the superfill and everything. So is it really 6 ounces in paint? I don't know. Probably not. There's probably 2 ounces in, well, I know that the paper weighs an ounce and the superfill, it's about an ounce and a half in superfill and paper. Because I did weigh the paper on this one. It was 1 ounce. So I don't know. Ooh, I would have, ooh, that would have been a disaster if I'd have missed that. Better look this over real good. So easy to miss. We got nothing there. This is too much. Shit. Pull this back up. No, it would have been okay. Get a piece of tape right there. So I pressed this all down real good. We'll get the dark blue, paint it up real quick. Is that black or blue? This is blue. This is blue. But black is here. Ooh, almost dropped it on the floor. Shit. I gotta turn that heat off. There we go. Here we go. I still got to do this business on the stab. At least we'll get to see what it looks like taped. Yeah, that's covered. Wait a minute, flip it over to the bottom. See, like I said, it's hours worth of taping and 2 seconds worth of painting. Just the way it goes. So we got 19 watchers. Let's see how many likes. There should be 20 some likes on there. There's only 8. Oh, there's 19 likes. Come on, guys. I know somebody's sleeping out there. What was that? Let's see here. Yeah, well, I got it, fortunately. If you guys see something, speak up. I don't want to be painting something stupid. Let me make a water closet call real quick, and there we go. 20 likes. That's what I like to see. 20 likes, $10 chat revenue. That's a good one. What's it say here? I wish I could do more than like. Well, whatever. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Waiting on that to dry anyway. Okay, we are back. That was fast. Close enough. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me look at StreamYard instead. Okay. StreamYard's in live time. YouTube's behind time. And if somebody says, they're a 32nd of an inch, you know, if you want perfect, buy a sticker. Oh, I bet it blew under there. Shit. I got it figured out what's happening. The tape is stuck down. The tape is stuck down. The dope gets on the paper, relaxes the paper and between the ribs, and the tape is stuck to the high point, so the paper relaxes and it opens up. I seen it happen right there. It's not a big deal. It's just a giant pain in the butt. I got to go back with a light blue and erase it. But no big deal. So let's start unmasking. That's good. That's good. That's a good clean line. Here's the line I'm worried about, right here on the edge, right on the tip. Now this piece of tape here is the one that I think is going to be a problem, and I'll show you how to fix it too, which it's just a pain in the ass. See, at least with my channel, you get to see the screw ups, but you get to see how to fix it too, because everybody's going to have them. Paint problems is inevitable. You just hope they're not. Well, there's nothing really insurmountable, but you just hope they're not so big you want to give up. I used to do that. I used to go, man, this is overwhelming, and just kind of give up. Right here. Yay, it didn't. Yay. But as I got older, I realized there's way too much time in here to give up. You got to sort out the issue and carry on, no matter what the problem is. You figure I at least have 300 hours in this, at least 300. And I would say more right now. So for me to give up on something like this is devastating. Yep, got a little buzz there. Oh, no, that's a piece of flash, so that's good. Yep, got it figured out why the tape separated on a beam wing and not on a D tube. I saw it happen before my eyes. Fortunately, we're okay. Okay. Yeah, I missed right there. We'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. There's the bottom. Little dust right there. That'll be all right. I'll do the tinfoil again. I kind of like it. At least on a non-white airplane. Hasn't left any distinguishing marks on this plane. Oh, it's really stuck down on that. Really stuck down. Yeah, I got an overspray there too. Plus, the line doesn't look big enough, so we're going to repair that. And it's close, but it needs to come out a little bit. Yeah, sure, you got to do that. Oh, we got a bit of overspray there. That came off. Okay. Or it will come off. Now it looks like my line dipped down too far here, so we're going to fix that before I take up this piece of tape. Because I don't want people say, what are you going to do about that? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. So we want to do what here? Get rid of this. They're right there. I'm going to snip this here. We've been on an hour and 20 minutes already. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we got a spot right here. And I need to, this line here got way too small. It's too thin. So I need to, from about right here forward, I need to swoop that a little better. So, and I got overspray right there. Got overspray there and there. Of course, it didn't do it on the bottom. It did it on the top. Yeah, oh, let that one go and erase it with paint. I have to erase that one too. So, I mean, it would probably be okay as is. But It would probably be okay as it. Too straight. That's probably close enough. I guess I could measure. Of course, this one don't have it on there. This one don't have it on it either. Shit. Okay. I have to think about this for a minute. I have to think about it for a minute. More tape in the trash. Where's my card? Card just flash off. It's amazing how I can feel it starting to beef up. I can feel it is between 24 and 30, that's for sure. What happened to that damn card? This will work, but not as good. Shit. Have to get another card. Yep, gonna have to really think about that. Thanks, Frank. Someday I'll come over to your house. You can teach me how to monocoat. But as I told you, top flight guys say that their finish is not lighter than dope. Got it. I have to repaint this stripe here. I have to widen it up, but I'm going to have to, I'll probably do that off camera because I have to think about how I want to do it. Can't let all my secrets out. You guys will be on the front row and I'll be on the fifth row. I tell you everything. Hey, Frank, you need to get with Little History and get on his program and do a collaboration with him like I have it several times. That'll get both you guys each other's subscribers. The guys who watch my channel can go watch Frank's channel, which is another, it's RC, but it's all the same shit. This is a wing, that's a fuselage. Only difference is we use a bell crank and he uses a servo. So we're dinking around with flashing here. This medium blue is about 2 days old on the paint. I got a lot of flashing around the cockpit, or the canopy there, but I just painted that today. Pretty thick. I don't want to gouge into it. I want to wait till it's dry before I start picking at it. I damn sure don't want to redo that. That's close. It's going to take some more, though. Frank's Model Aviation Workshop. And the other one is Little History. He does edited videos. He don't want anybody to see his mistakes. Isn't that right, Frank? Because there's going to be mistakes, no doubt about it. This is 4/0 steel wool, stainless steel wool, no oil. So it's about like 1200 paper. The whole model is going to get it, but after I do the inner coat clear. Right now I'm just trying to get the nibs off of the paint lines. Let him know on there that you came from Stunhanger. Tell him Stunhanger sent you. That way he knows how many he's getting over from here. And I wish I would have done that right the first time. Put an ink line on it, it'll be fine. Hide it with an ink line. Yeah, everybody makes them. The trick is I show them in lifetime and then have an immediate fix for it. You got to have an immediate fix. You can't be screwing around. I'm pretty happy with this so far. I hope the magenta adds something to it. The neon lettering. Yeah, I forgot Pete was around in the 90s when I flew Vipers. How you be, Pete? This one here, the second in the second series, so it's number 22. The other one's 21. I don't recall how many of these I've built in my life, but quite a few. Quite a few. That's why I kind of know them by heart, you know. Same with Continental. I built lots of Continental, the original Continentals in my life. In the 90s, I built 3 at a time. Same airplane, three airplanes at the same time. Same thing. 3 wings, 3 fuselages, 3 stabilizers. Just to see which one would fly better. I made a couple of little changes here and there to see what I had to do to make it better. And I figured it out. I can't tell you what it is because then it wouldn't be classic legal. All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to sit and think about this for a while. How I'm going to get this perfect. By the time you come back, this will be repainted. Make sure that I got a nice arc on here. Probably go through and use a ruler and measure down the stations. So we got 26 watchers. There should be 26 likes on there, at least. How many we got? 26. No, 25. One of you guys is sleeping. Come on, guys, hit the like button. There's 26. 26 watchers, 26 likes. Concurrent views was 25. We've had 107 views for a duration of 13 hours, 8 minutes. So this is what the metrics likes. You know, it used to be you had to impress the people to get subscribers and grow content. Now you have to impress the algorithm. So the algorithm works on likes, subscribes, the amount of shares, the comments, the chat content, the chat rate, and the super chat. And when I look at these metrics for my channel, let me go back to studio here. The biggest thing I like to see or whatever is we've gained 57 subscribers in 28 days. That's pretty good. Usually it's around 20 to 28, you know, 1 a day, but we're almost at 2 a day now. And that's due to you guys subscribing and sharing and passing the content along with the super chats. And that's I'm working against the metrics. And if I could get 41,000 people on this thing, I wouldn't have to say nothing. I wouldn't have to beg you for nothing. But until I get there, it's a battle. You know, I haven't hit the 5,000 mark yet. Let me tell you something. You ain't going to get rich doing YouTube. That's for sure. Ad revenue on the average ad revenue on the video is about 15 cents. So I'm doing it so you guys got the information and know how to do this crap. Let's see here. 26, 10, and 21. All right. All righty. We'll see you after a bit. We'll see you, I don't know, a couple hours. I'll come back and we'll tinker on this. Maybe I'll get the canopy cleaned up. Maybe we'll work on the stabilizer, get these blue lines on the stabilizers. The dark blue on the stabilizer. Then I got to figure out, sit down and draw out my letters, what I want to do. All right. Till later. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.